Similarly, there is another or the second molar specific heat which we used is Cp. It is Cp. So Cp is nothing but it is the molar specific heat at constant pressure. And to define this, the definition is the molar specific heat at constant pressure is defined as the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of gas by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin at constant pressure. At constant pressure. So we can see that the specific heats gives us the amount of heat which is required to increase the temperature of any object. And while measuring the specific heats, what we have done here, one time we are keeping volume constant, at the other time we are keeping pressure to be constant, and then we can measure the amount of heat. So this is about the specific heat. Now the next point that we have to study is, we have studied that to measure temperature we use thermometer. So by using thermometer directly we can measure the value of temperature. Now if we have to measure the amount of heat, we have to measure the amount of heat. So to measure the amount of heat we used the calorimeter. To measure the amount of heat we use calorimeter. So now we will study how calorimeter is used for the measurement of heat. So calorimeter is used for the measurement of heat. So here we can draw a diagram. So this is the calorimeter. So in this calorimeter there are two vessels. This is called outer vessel. This is called inner vessel or calorimeter vessel. Now in this calorimeter we used here a thermometer for the measurement of temperature. So this is a thermometer which used for the measurement of temperature. Also we used here this is a stirrer for stirring this water. This inner vessel we filled with some amount of water. So this is the water This is a thermometer. This is called stirrer. This is a insulating lid which is used here. It is a heat resistant lid or insulating lid. This is called insulating jacket. And here is the air for insulation. Here is the air for insulation. So this is a calorimeter. So calorimetry is nothing but it is the experimental technique which is used for the measurement of heat. Now this calorimeter, it is an instrument which measures the amount of heat. Now what we have to do here? First we have to fill this inner vessel with the water. Generally the inner vessel made is of copper or aluminium. Then any object, suppose we have a object A, so we have to heat this object A at a fixed temperature, and then we have to put this object instantly in this water or in this calorimeter. Then what happened? This is closed. Here is the insulation to this calorimeter. The meaning is the heat from outside the calorimeter cannot come inside, and the heat which is inside the calorimeter, it cannot go outside this instrument. So due to this, the heat which is released by this object A is absorbed by this calorimeter vessel, that is inner vessel, and the water. Heat which is given or which is released by this object which we have placed here after heating is gained by this calorimeter vessel and the water. So now by using the formula we can measure the amount of heat. So here the formula used for the measurement of amount of heat is nothing but QO is the amount of heat of object. So the formula for this is mass of object into specific heat of object into delta T0, that means change in temperature of the object. So this is the equation for QO. Similarly, QC is equal to, that is heat of calorimeter equal to mass of calorimeter into specific heat of calorimeter multiplied by delta Tc, that is change in temperature of calorimeter. Similarly, QW, that is the amount of heat which is accepted or which is absorbed by the water, and it is equal to mass of water multiplied by specific heat of water multiplied by change in temperature of water. So this delta T is nothing but, we can write here, final temperature minus initial temperature is called the change in temperature. Now the total amount of heat which is given or which is released by the object is equal to the heat absorbed by the calorimeter plus heat absorbed by the water. So by using this equation, we can measure the amount of heat, that means the value of heat. So now this calorimeter is look like that. So this is a calorimeter. This calorimeter is nothing but it is a wooden box. It is a wooden box at the side view. Now if we open this is the insulating lid which we have drawn here. Then inside this calorimeter there is a inner vessel. There is a inner vessel or calorimeter vessel which is made up of copper. This is a copper. Then this is a insulating jacket. This is a insulating jacket like this. This is a plain wooden box which consists of insulating jacket for insulation of heat. Here there is a air for insulation. Then this is the inner vessel or calorimeter which we keep here. This calorimeter is filled with some water. Here I have filled this calorimeter with water. Now in this calorimeter, suppose we have any object at a particular temperature. First we have heat that object, then we can insert the object in this calorimeter. Then this is a stirrer. By using this we can stir this water or liquid. And this is a thermometer which we used to measure the temperature of this practical or temperature of this water. Now we have to close this insulating lid along with stirrer and thermometer. Like this. So here we can stir this water, and by using this thermometer we can measure the temperature, and by using the formula we can find out the amount of heat which is released or which is gained. So this calorimeter is the instrument which is used for the measurement of heat. We cannot measure heat directly, but we can measure temperature directly by the instrument thermometer. And by using the calorimeter or calorimetry, this technique is used. This is the experimental technique which is used for the quantitative measurement of the heat. Now we have studied about the heat and temperature. Now the main point that we have to study is the difference between heat and temperature. Now we are going to study the difference between heat and temperature.